EFF today is set to hand over a gift to AbaThembu King, Buyelekhaya Dalindyebo. In fact, Newzroom Afrika Sipha Kema is on the story. She's live just now from Mthatha. And Sipha, a whole lot more activity now than there was when we spoke a short while ago. Get us a sense of what you're seeing, and more importantly, what kind of gift the king is likely to receive, at least as you know it.
Of course, as to what kind of gift it is that can be expected, I think we'll leave that for later. But I mean, we already know, as the king had made the announcement, but there was a lot of talk on whether or not he will get the specific gift that he was talking about. Now, just to give you kind of a idea what's happening now. Of course, this is a ceremony. It's not just about the gift. This is honoring King Buyelekhaya Dalindyebo as the king of AbaThembu. This is done, of course, by the EFF. And you can see there's the ladies who were actually picked up coming from the village here and actually in celebration. Now, there's more guests that are expected to come, more guests that are coming and making their way here. Now, another thing that I want to talk about, since we're talking about this gift, is the reason behind. I mean, there was a lot of laughter and joke about the king saying that he doesn't want, you know, an X4, an X, you know, 3. The reason being that is that actually the provincial government, Cocta to be exact, had actually given him an X4. And just now, early in the past few months, in June to be specific, actually, King Buyelekhaya Dalindyebo actually returned that gift and said that they can take it back, they can take the X4 back. So that is the context behind the X4, as many South Africans were wondering, why was he targeting specifically that X4? But of course, now we're also going to be waiting here and for this gift. But now, just to talk more about this celebration as well as what is happening and the EFF honoring the king, we do have the Secretary General of the EFF, Marshal Dlamini. Mr. Dlamini, I mean, we spoke earlier on, we were talking about how the relationship between the king and the EFF started in 2016. I'm guessing this is a way of also continuing to honor him and solidifying that relationship.
Yes, we, as you know, that the EFF from the founding stages of the EFF, we always respected traditional leadership. And Ukumkan Dalindyebo has always been our king, and we respected him. Even the unfortunate incident that took place, we're back here with him to demonstrate that we're always with him during good and bad times, even during dark times, because that's how loyal we are as the EFF on any mission or any decision that we have taken, including the support and the respect of our traditional leadership. So that is why we're here today to do the welcoming ceremony, but to be with him and to say to him, you are still with your people they will never desert you, regardless of what happens. He's our king and we respect him, and no one will ever tell us which king to choose. He's our king, and we're here to demonstrate that, to be with him and spend a day at home. This is our home as well.
I think, Mr. Marshall, a lot of South Africans right now, they're actually waiting for the gift. As was announced by the king himself. But of course, we haven't yet spoken about this gift. We've just been referring to it as the gift. As we know, there have been talks of an SUV. There's a lot of excitement around that, I guess. Tell us about that as well. Now, it seems as though you've honored your word.
Yes, we're here because giving gifts to our kings, it's not something new. That's what you do when you're a respectful organization. You know that you give gifts to the king, and we are here to hand over the gift, which the president and the commander-in-chief is here himself. He's the one who's leading the organization, who's going to be unveiling and doing the honors of handing over the gift to our king. So we will be here, all will be unveiled, but what is more important is that we are here to assure our king and to demonstrate our support, to say that his people are always with him and they will always be with him until forever.
Now, just a quick one, Mr. Marshall. Of course, besides the event today, I mean, this weekend, it is a weekend of coalition talks. And the EFF has just released a statement saying that they've, you know, cancelled talks, coalition talks. What do you say about that? What's your comment on the EFF, sorry, rather, has cancelled all coalition talks. So what is your say on that?
No, sense of occasion. Let's not mess up what we are here to deal with. the issue of coalition talks, they don't belong here. Let's come and rejoice and celebrate with the king. There is a team that deals with issues of coalition talks. Not here, not today, because we're going to be defocused. So it's a sense of occasion. We are here to celebrate Kinyama Panga Parati, Ugumgano Samgele, that's what we intend to do.
Just maybe a little sneak peek, is it all the municipalities?
The meat, we'll eat the meat here today with you. We are invited. So let's respect. This is our king. Let's respect Sisenkululekwe, the palace. So this is the one of the palaces of the king. Let's have that kind of respect and remain disciplined and then just focus on the job at hand today. And then we are always available to speak to the media about everything else, about the politics of South Africa. But today is the day of Ugumgani and Ikhala Sebkosini, so we're going to respect that.
All right, so thank you, Mr. Marshall. Now, of course, I did try to just sneak that one in, but of course, we're not going to stop trying, as the entire EFF executive National Command will actually be here as well, in attendance here. So we will definitely get a comment or two regarding that matter. Now, Ayanda, as you said, as you heard from Marshall Dlamini himself, the SG of the EFF, that this is a celebration, celebrating Ikumkani Buyelekhaya Dalindyebo today, showing him respect. I mean, a lot of South Africans would say that, the videos that we've seen on him on social media, mocking him, joking, he's one that you would call a misunderstood king, just to briefly, quickly give you just a bit of history around him and give you some sort of understanding of Ikumkani, is that, he left for exile at a very young age and actually grew up in the MK camps. He was moving around in Mkhonto Wesizwe camps in exile as a young boy, and then later having to hear that his father had actually passed away, not being able to attend the late King Matanzima's funeral, which is his father. And also at that funeral, there were reports that his coffin itself was shot at with him inside, with the corpse inside. I mean, that is enough trauma that it can last a lifetime to anyone else. And even when he came back as well, I mean, trying in the recent battles he's seen himself in, trying to reclaim back his throne. So today the EFF honoring him and showing him some respect as the Ikumkani of AbaThembu.